First, giving honor to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shah. Today's class, Friendship / Brotherhood, David and Johnathan. This is a part one here. We'll be touching on this more. But just to go through the dynamic, man, of a rider, your ace boom coon, whatever you want to call it, your partner, your day one, man. Real life friendship, real life brotherhood. You know, when we come into the truth, man, we call ourselves, you know, that's my bro, that's my brother, but the actions don't always line up with what the verbal is. You know, brother come in strong, 2-3 months, all of a sudden brother eating defiled bread and murmuring. Brother call himself your brother, but he talking about you behind your back, or false witness. All kind of things happen in this truth, man. From brothers not really being all in, man, and brothers not really knowing the true element of brotherhood, the true element of a friend, man. And we gonna touch on these things, man. But let's go ahead and get started, bro. Give me Romans 15:4.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
He say these things were written aforetime. Was written aforetime. Read.
Were written for our learning.
How important were they?
Written for our learning.
These things were written for us to gain that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For us to become the better version of ourselves, for us to implement this knowledge so we can gain wisdom and understanding. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That we might continue to have hope in the power. That we might continue to truly love the power. Truly love our brothers and sisters, man. Truly walk as Christ, man, gave us that example. This is how we should be moving. This was written aforetime for our learning, man. The blueprint. Let's go. Give me Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. Read that, bro.
Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend.
He say, if thou wouldest get a friend. Read.
Prove him first.
What it say?
Prove him first.
What it say?
Prove him first.
Man, we all in the world, man. We all had that one partner, that one homegirl, man, that was a rider, that was an ace. That was your sister, that was your brother. Couldn't nothing make y'all closer than blood, man. He said, do what?
Prove him first.
And that's how they became your day one. Y'all went through the trenches together. Y'all done seen things together.
That's right.
Y'all done been through different aspects together. Y'all done built up memories, man. Knee high to a grasshopper. Sandbox days. You had the times, man, when y'all done tussled with each other, man. Y'all dust yourselves off. Y'all shook hands, man. At the end of the day, that's your brother. Couldn't nothing get between y'all. But see, when we come into the truth, man, it's like we throw that whole aspect of the world. We throw that whole aspect of our life right out the door.
That's right.
Right out the door. Because in the world, nobody was really obligated to show you love. Nobody was really obligated to be your friend. Nobody was obligated to be your partner. Nobody was obligated to be your rider. Nobody was obligated to be your ace. But in this truth, bro, that's a commandment. It's the only way you're going to see the power. That's the only way you're going to get righteousness. That's the only way you're going to be right. If you love your brother like you love yourself. Love your sister like you love yourself. This is what hangs on the law. But see, we not really understanding that aspect, bro. He say, prove him. So brothers and coming to the truth and sisters coming into the truth, man. Everything all fine and dandy, man. They hit that one bump. I'm out. Deuces. Bro, we just put in these 6 months together, man, in the trenches, bro. You gonna throw that away off of a misunderstanding?
That's right.
You gonna throw that away off of a 5-minute conversation we could have had, man, and got this ironed out and really seen where the bottom was? But see, when things happen like that, they let you know for 6 months you faking and shaking. For 6 months you smiling in my face. In 6 months, you brew shalom. But you really not taking on the whole aspect of these things. They say prove him first. And in the midst of that proving, man, you're going to prove either you a ride or you're going to prove, man, this ain't for me. My spirit don't bear witness, I'm out. I'm good. I don't need the light of Christ. I'm good. Read, bro.
And be not hasty to credit him.
He's saying what?
Be not hasty to credit him.
And see, that's one thing we do. This could have brewed have been here 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months on a consistent basis. Fine, consistency is what you're looking for. But there's also things that go along with that consistency. How was that brother when he communicating? How was that brother when he around his brothers and sisters? How was that brother lifestyle moving? Is he really upholding the standard Christ? Because as soon as that one bump, that one trial, or one tribulation hit, the brother real true colors get the show.
That's right.
Even in your marriage, you still proving your husband, you still proving your wife. Y'all are still learning of each other day in and day out. It's a forever thing. But that's what builds those bonds, those relationships, those struggles. The trench, getting it out the mud. But see, we be too quick and hasty, bro, to credit him, and then he left high and dry. And been lied on. And been talked about. And been hated on. People that say, man, I'm there. I'm riding. One body or nobody.
Bring it out.
Read.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
He say for some man, for some women, bro, are friends for their own occasion. Friend for their own occasion opportunities. I'm gonna see how much I can get up out of you, man. I'll be good, and then once it's all done, once I've utilized all your resources. You played your part that I needed you to do in my life. I'm out. And then flip the script like you ain't did nothing for him. Brother or sister come in the door, you bend your back over, you extend your hand, you put food on the plate, you put money in your pocket, you're helping them out, you're establishing rides, you done found them a job, you done got them somewhere to stay, you laid whole groundwork, whole foundation. As soon as the brother or sister get rocking, all of a sudden what you did was null and void, don't even matter.
That's right.
Like you ain't even did nothing. That's not true brotherhood, it's not true sisterhood, it's not true friendship. But this is what we deal with in the truth, with the fringes on. Quick, fast, in a hurry, easily turn your back on your brother that you called your brother. So at the end of the day, was he really your brother? At the end of the day, was she really your sister? Was that really your friend? Read, bro.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And will what?
Not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Man, when things get bad, I'm out. Deuces. When somebody get to falsifying and feeding you false witnesses and corrupt communication and feeding you defiled bread, instead of you taking that and going talking to your partner, to your brother, to your friend, to your bro, to your sister, and seeing what's what. Oh no, man, you're not just gonna tell me this, man. Let's get him on the phone.
Bring it out.
Let's get him on the phone, bro, because you're talking greasy right now. That is not of that man character. That is not of that woman character. Now, we need to get to the bottom of this. You're not just about to feed me anything. But no, that ain't the route you take. You eat it. You listen. Like the brother just went in the trenches struggling with you. Like the brother just ain't have his hand extended. Like the brother just ain't make a way for you to lay your head. Like the brother just ain't put something in your pocket. Ain't put something in your stomach. Ain't make sure you was good.
Bring it out.
But see, we throw that friend, we throw that term brother, we throw that term friend, we throw that term boo around real hard. And ain't got no substance behind it. Because that's the culture we've been brought up in, and it's true. Nobody is truly trying to seek the light of Christ. Nobody's truly trying to follow those examples that he laid. Those footsteps in the sand that he made for us to follow along with. We're not trying to do. But see, that's why he said these things were written for our learning. Because we got stories, we got examples of what a true brother is. True friendship is. And let's get into it. In 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1. Read that, dude.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Johnathan
read,
was knit with the soul of David. And Johnathan loved him as his own soul.
He said Johnathan did what?
Loved him as his own soul.
He said he loved him as his own soul. Hold that. Give me Matthews 22 and 36. We coming right back. Hold your precept. We coming right back. Matthews 22 and 36.
St. Matthew chapter 22 and verse 36.
Hey.
Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Christ said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment.
He said, man, love the power with all fiber of your being. Read.
And the second is like unto it.
And the second is like unto it. Read.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Love thy neighbor.
Read.
As thyself.
So if we go back and we read that again in 1 Samuel 18 and verse 1. Read that, bro.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Johnathan was knit with the soul of David.
He said that the soul of Johnathan was knit with the soul of David. Intertwined, bro. That's my bro. That's my brother. Because at the end of the day, bro, we both rock. We both rocking with Christ. Read.
And Johnathan loved him as his own soul.
Bro, following after Christ. Following after the light. Loving his brother. Read.
And Saul took him that day, and would let him go no more home to his father's house.
So Saul had David amongst him with Johnathan. Read.
Then Johnathan and David made a covenant, because he loved him as his own soul.
So he made a covenant with David. David made a covenant with Johnathan, bro. Because he loved him as his own soul. He loved him as his own soul. Let's go back. Matthew 22 and 39 again.
St. Matthew chapter 22 and verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
That sounded like that rule was completing the commandment right there. That sounded like that rule was following the commandment right there. That sounded like that rule was moving like Christ.
That's right.
Read.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
So just by him loving the power, bro, and loving his rule, bro, he already in line with being in order. Off rip. Already in line with being in order. Read verse 3 again, bro.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 3. Then Johnathan and David made a covenant, because he loved him as his own soul. And Johnathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him, and gave it to David.
So we've all heard the same, man, I give you the shirt off my back. Is that true though? Is that really how you operate? Is that really how you thinking? Or is you just trying to fake the funk? Give me some good lip service and move on. He said the brother Johnathan that stripped off the robe, bro, and gave it unto David. Read.
And his garments, even to his sword, and to his bow, and to his girdle.
Bro, David not being able to go back. David not being able to go back into his father. Him being in there with Johnathan and Saul, bro. Johnathan was like, bro, you staying over here, bro. You ain't got nothing, man. Let me go and give you this shirt I got over here. Let me go and give you these hoop shorts I got. Let me get these shoes, bro. What size you is? You 10s? Hey, man, I got some 10s right here.
Bring it out.
Bro, don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound like your partner whose house you stay over more than your own house? He gotta ask your mama if he can stay over at your crib because you be over there so much. Bro, that is the type of relationship that we are supposed to be building in the truth. that brother that you standing next to, that you calling your boo, that you calling your brother, bro, this walk it's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna have its ins and outs. But when you got somebody that's right there next to you, that's gonna be that support system, that's gonna be that brother, that's gonna show that love, that's gonna be that sister, that's gonna show that love, bro. Make that walk easy.
That's right.
When Christ say, "Take on my yoke," He said, "Take on my yoke." It's gonna be made easy, bro. Your burden is gonna be made light. That's why. Because Christ was the ultimate friend. Laid it down, bro, to make it easier for us to get it right. Instead of us having the law of sin and death, bro, he gave us the law of life, bro. Sin no more. The darkness is well past, bro. Walk in the light. This is what it's meaning, bro. This is what it's going into. We all had that one brother, that one partner, that one sister, bro. Or you was that one, and they was staying at your house.
That's right.
Vice versa. But see, where that same type of love at, where that same type of excitement at, where that same feeling at, you don't feel it in Israel. You don't feel it in Israel. You don't come into these camps, bro, and get that same type of feeling. Because brothers is not walking after the light, bro. Brothers and sisters is not walking after Christ. Read verse 4 again, bro.
Verse 4. And Johnathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him, and gave it to David, and his garments, even to his sword, and to his bow, and to his girdle. And David went out whithersoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely.
He said everywhere he went, man, he was following the law. He was in order with the law, no blemishes. He behaved himself wisely, meaning he listened to an instruction and he completed. He implemented the knowledge that was given to him, that turned into wisdom for him to utilize. Read.
And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of all the people.
So by him behaving himself wisely, he is now have favor amongst the people of Israel, because that is a righteous brother. His light is shining. He is an example to the people on how to move. Read.
And also in the sight of Saul's servants.
Give me 1 Peter 4 and 8. We look at 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. Read that.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves.
He said, above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. What do you think that would be considered what Johnathan did for David? That's love.
Bring it out.
Ultimate charity. Hey, bro, you know what, man? You over here. Pop said, you know, you ain't gonna be you ain't gonna go back to your dad's right now. You know what? You gonna be staying over here, but let me go and give you this right quick.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna make sure you good. Let me go and make sure your stay over here is comfortable. What we like to call it now is Southern hospitality.
That's right.
But we ain't even got that in the truth. We not operating like that still in the truth. I'd be damned we have guests over and I don't offer them something to drink, or I don't offer them some refreshments or whatever, or make it easier for them to be in the household.
Bring it out.
But Phyllis would have went upside my head. My pops would have did me dirty. Because these are the morals that are being taught to us. But see, when we come into the temple, bro, it's all a fake, it's all a facade. We ain't got that same type of love. We ain't got that same type of energy. When we leave the temple, we only Sabbath day Israelites.
That's right.
We not all around Israelites. And this is what we need to get back to, bro. If we all saying that we following Christ, we all say that we love Christ. Well, Christ loved his brother.
That's right.
Christ loved his sisters. So much that he laid it down. laid it down for you and your wickedness to be turned aside. For you to be able to truly live, man, without having no real big problems, no real big issues, no real big worries. Because right now, if we still trying to live under the laws of sin and death, trying to take on the same thing that was presented through Moses, bro, majority of Israel will be put to sleep right now.
That's right.
Because ain't no love, ain't no friendship, ain't no camaraderie, ain't no brotherhood, ain't no nothing. And Christ said, bro, these two things have all the law, bro. Love the power, man, with all your fiber of your being, man, and love your brother like you love yourself. Love your sister like you love yourself. So if you treating your brothers and sisters dirty, how does that make you? I mean, what does that reflect upon you?
That's right.
How you feel about yourself? Let's go back. Verse 8. Read, dude.
And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Bro, charity, bro, is the light. Bro, charity is the light. Read.
Use hospitality one to another without grudging.
So what you think Johnathan did for David, bro? Was that not a use of hospitality? Say, bro, I know this ain't where you normally live. Let me make it easy for you.
Bring it out.
You know, oh man, you got back. Matter of fact, man, sleep in my bed, bro. I'll take the couch. You don't know how many times I done had Brew or Brew and his family come over, bro. I slept on the couch and gave them my room.
Bring it out.
Say, bro, I know your wife pregnant. It's gonna be hell trying to sleep on a futon, bro. Take my bed. I'll sleep on the couch, bro. Ain't no issue.
That's right.
But see, the little things, bro. The little things. So when we say I give you the shirt off my back, bro, do you mean it? Because I know I do. Of course, you gotta be a little bit bigger. I done got bigger. So if you ain't in the 2X's, like giving you a shirt gonna be more like a blanket for you. Bro.
Bring it out.
You know. But that's how serious it is, man. Bro, when we say things like that, bro, do we truly mean it? Because Christ meant it to the point where he gave his life. We're supposed to follow that example. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Read.
As every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God.
Man, this is how we're supposed to be operating. This is good. This is godly. This is righteousness, bro. This is life. This is following the examples of Christ, bro. This is how we're supposed to be operating. This is how we're supposed to be moving. These are the examples that it said was written for our learning. Give me John chapter 15 and verse 7. To touch on it a little more. Read it when you get there, bro.
St. John chapter 15 and verse 7. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you.
So this is Christ speaking, man. If you abide in Christ, and my words abide in you, read.
Ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples.
Read.
As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you.
Bro, this is Christ speaking, man. As the Father loved me, so how I loved you. Read.
Continue ye in my love.
How is we supposed to move?
Continue ye in my love.
If I call you my brother.
Continue ye in my love.
If we built this friendship.
Continue ye in my love.
Read.
If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love.
So by me showing love unto my neighbor as I love myself, I'm abiding by that commandment. I'm abiding in that love. If I'm loving the power, bro, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with my very essence, man, my whole fiber of my being, man, it's going to be through my actions. My actions is going to show that. Read.
Even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full.
Bro, that is making the yoke of your life easier. That is making the burden on your life very light.
That's right.
Read.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another.
This is what?
This is my commandment, that ye love one another
Read.
as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
And that's not just going into, bro, you literally laying down your life, bro. That's making your brothers and sisters more comfortable. The brother call you, say, man, hey, this, that, and the third, who whopped the wham. You know what? This is my last what I got, bro. You take this, man. Boom. Because at the end of the day, bro, Christ is going to reward you openly.
That's right.
But see, how many of us are really willing enough to give up our lives? Or how many of us are really willing to put ourselves in an uncomfortable position to make one of our brothers or sisters more comfortable? I.e., you giving your boo the bed, you sleeping on the couch, you sleeping on the floor. Something simple as that. Giving you the garment off of my back, the clothes off of my back. Place to stay, food to eat. Man, all I got is $10. You know what, bro? Let's hit up the dollar menu. I get some, you get some.
Bring it out.
Bro, who doing that? 4 for 4. You know what? We gonna make it work.
Bring it out.
Because if I'm about to go get something to eat, I'm not just about to have you sitting in the car with nothing. If I'm about to grab something, I'm not just going to be like, hey, man, you know, this is what I want. I'm going to ask you, hey, bro, you good? You want something? If you tell me no, I'm probably going to buy something anyway and give it to you.
Bring it out.
But see, these are the morals that we're supposed to hold on to. Your parents might not have taught you truly about Christ, truly about God, but they definitely would have instilled morals into you that you could take with you.
That's right.
Little did you know you were already fulfilling some of the law. Now with us being in the truth, but we know the whole aspect of it. Why not keep on that same spirit, bro, of love? Read.
Ye are my friends. Ye do whatsoever I command you.
He said, bro, this is what make us friends with the power, bro. By us adhering, by us showing that love, by us being in order, by us being that true brother, that true sister, that true friend. Bro, out of the mouth of Christ. Let's go back. 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 6. Let me get there with you, dude. Go ahead, read that.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 6.
So now we're about to catch a flip side of it. Read that.
And it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing, to meet King Saul with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played, and said, Saul hath slain his 1,000, and David his 10,000.
So hold on. So now you got sisters chatting it up, talking about accolades. You know, Saul did this, but David, he did this. So depending on what type of spirit you got on you, either you gonna take that, it's gonna rub you the wrong way. You're just gonna be like, that bro, that's what he do.
That's right.
Everybody have their own skills, bro. Everybody have their own fields where they excel in. This may not have been a field for you. Another brother may have more knowledge in this field. Another brother may have more knowledge in this field. Another brother may be able to do this, brother. Another brother. Everybody has their role to play. I know when it's time for something big to be moved or some strength to be thrown around, I'm calling on Shimshon. Because I know that brew gonna be able to throw it on the shoulder and go and move it around instead of me over there playing around with it.
Bring it out.
When it's time for special missions or very meticulous things to be handled, I know he calling on me to come handle it.
Bring it out.
But see, that's love, bro. That's knowing your brother. That's going through the trenches. Knowing what type of attributes you have. Knowing what you work well with. Knowing where you fall short and where you got a brother that's going to be able to make it easier for you.
Bring it out.
That's friendship, bro. That's brotherhood. That's love, bro. And this is how Israel need to be moving as a whole. But see, we got examples also of how bad it is or how easy an evil spirit can fall on you. Let's keep reading.
And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him.
Because sister saying, yeah, he did this, but David, he did this. Bro, you a king. You are a king. You're making decisions for a multitude of people.
That's right.
Multitudes of people's lives are in your hand, and they hinge on the decisions that you make. Why should this get under your skin? That's that I want my cake and eat it too type spirit.
That's right.
That's it's my way or the highway type spirit. Read.
They have ascribed unto David 10,000, and to me they have ascribed 1,000.
Bro, you are a king.
Bring it out.
Ruling over a people. This is a brother you set up in a position, a man of war, to do what men of war do.
Bring it out.
You wouldn't have put him in that position if he couldn't perform the way he performs. You see, we don't think like that. Even in the truth now to this day, bro, we still have brothers and sisters with the spirit of Saul, with the spirit of Cain. So subtle. Small nuances give it away. Bro, this ain't a real proof. This ain't a real sense, bro.
That's right.
Read.
And what can he have more but the kingdom?
Read.
And saw I David from that day and forward.
He said he did what to David?
I, David, from that day and forward.
Bro, you are a king, bro. You are set up in a position of where you are supposed to be guiding and tending to the sheep.
That's right.
But let's touch on that. Give me Proverbs 6:34. Let's see what type of spirit Saul had.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man.
He say what?
Jealousy is the rage of a man.
How many people you done had in your circle that called themselves your friends that was plotting on you because you done got something?
Bring it out.
That was coveting after the way you move. You know how many brothers and sisters we done had, bro, that got their candle blew out? Because somebody that called them that they friend, bro, that set them up.
Bring it out.
They hit a whole lick on them. Because that person in your circle know the ins and outs of how you operate, know how you move, know where you gonna be at, know what your weaknesses is. Most of the time when things bad happen, it's somebody very near and dear, very close to you that done did it.
That's right.
9 times out of 10. And see, this spirit is still strong in Israel to this day, bro. Read 34 again.
For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Bro, when it's time, when push comes to shove, you going to show your true colors.
That's right.
Whether you really riding, or whether you faking the funk. Whether you a brew, or whether you a snake. Whether you all in, or whether you Agent Smith.
That's right.
And we need to get rid of that spirit, bro, in Israel completely. Brothers camp banging, sisters camp banging. We all trying to serve God.
That's right.
We all trying to serve the power. We all trying to feed the sheep good grazing, bro. Guide them back to the light. That's what we say. But is our actions lining up with that? Because when brothers is calling for communion to the table, disregard. When brothers is trying to come together, bro, and get everything ironed out and one full cohesive unit, nah, I'm good. I like what I got going on over here.
That's right.
But it's what you got going on over here of the power. Is it following in line with the example that Christ set? You see, just like we say, ain't no love out in the world, ain't no love out here in Israel either.
That's right.
Guard your spirit. Be mindful of the people you calling your brother. Be mindful of the people you calling your sister. Be mindful of the people you calling your friend, man, because they your friend for their own occasion. Let's go back. Verse 9 again. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 9. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 9. And saw I David from that day and forward. And it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from God came upon Saul.
Because Saul was not walking after Christ. Saul was not stood on that solid foundation, did not build upon that rock. Saul chose to be evil. Keep in mind, it's the father of Johnathan. Keep that in mind. Father of Johnathan. Read.
And he prophesied in the midst of the house, and David played with his hand, as at other times, and there was a javelin in Saul's hand. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David.
You know, so we got the carnal aspect and we got the spiritual aspect, bro. David trying to be ill towards, Saul trying to be ill towards David, bro. Trying to put this evil spirit, bro. The foul bread, trying to be as much of a snake to this brother as he can. Read.
And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David, even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice.
You say David did what?
Avoided out of his presence twice.
Bro, David hit the Heisman on the BS Saul was trying to give. David was set apart. But let's see why he was set apart. Give me Psalms 18 and 2. Let's see why he was able to avoid the BS. Let's see why he was able to have the armor to keep him from harm. Read that, bro.
Psalm chapter 18 and verse 2. The Lord is my rock.
He say what?
The Lord is my rock.
Read.
And my fortress. And my deliverer. My God. My strength. In whom I will trust. My buckler.
My what?
My buckler.
My shield, my protection. Read.
And the horn of my salvation. And my high tower.
Bro, this is why David was able to disregard all of the BS. Was able to be well off, bro, in times when his life was put on the line by another brew that had jealousy, by another brew that had ill will for somebody that was in the life. This is why Christ said, take my yoke, bro. It's going to be well with thee. Your burden is going to be light, bro. It's going to be easy for you. David being a boot. Again, remember, he dealt wisely.
That's right.
But keep in mind, again, this is Saul, father of Johnathan. Most of the time, how your father moved, 9 times out of 10, you took on the same traits.
That's right.
But let's see how he really was operating for the dude. Let's go back. No, matter of fact, give me 1 John 2 and 9 before we do that. 1 John 2 and 9.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother.
Oh, he said, he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother, read,
is in darkness even until now.
So again, Saul claimed himself to be of the power, right? Claimed himself to follow the power. But yes, Saul didn't do what was commanded of him. So he calling himself being in the light, but yet he hated his brother. Hatred towards David. Bro ain't did nothing but what he was supposed to do.
That's right.
You put me as a man of war, I'm going to go and do what I need to do. Read.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
So if Saul truly loved on his brother, excuse me, Saul would have been operating just like his son was. Saul would have been equated as a wicked king.
That's right.
Saul would have guided the people, guided the sheep, would have been that light source for the people. Read.
and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
What's going on with Saul?
He that hateth his brother is in darkness.
And what about the ones in Israel that choose not to really walk after Christ though?
He that hateth his brother is in darkness.
Read.
And walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Bro, that's why we out here, man, saying take on that outside, bro. Take on Christ. Release that pressure, man. Let go of the BS. Become and be made whole again. Bro, that love is going to do that. Excuse me. Give me 1 John 3:15. Read that, bro.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 15.
You touching on it some more. Read.
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Is a what?
Is a murderer.
Read.
And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
So now we see why Saul got to just do that he did at the end. But see, this is what's waiting on us. If we choose to continue to follow after those same type of spirits.
That's right.
Follow after those same wicked examples. Because that's not being a brother. That's not showing brotherhood. That's not showing friendship. That's not showing love. I mean, you got an ulterior motive on your mind, bro. Woke up in the morning, you got murder on your mind. All because David was doing what David was supposed to do. The position he was put in, he, I guess, over succeeded.
Bring it out.
Excelled in this position. Let's go back. Verse 11. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 11.
1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 11. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice. And Saul was afraid of David.
And he was what?
Saul was afraid of David.
And that's what happened, bro. When you realize the power ain't moving with you no more. When you done did something wrong, one of the ones, bro, that was in the light, bro, the fruits of your doing, you gonna eat that. Read.
Because the Lord was with him.
Because the Lord was with David. Read.
And was departed from Saul.
Read.
Therefore, Saul removed him from him and made him his captain over 1,000.
So Saul moved David from around him because the power was with David. It was no longer with Saul. Read.
And he went out and came in before the people. And David behaved himself wisely in all his ways.
Even after you done moved me from being over the man of war, now you put me over here over the thousands. I'ma still keep moving. Very wisely, I'ma still keep moving after the light of Christ. I'ma still keep loving on my brother. Even though you hate me, even though you got ill will towards me, I'ma still be a brother. I'ma still love you regardless. I'ma still love you like I love myself. Read.
And the Lord was with him. Wherefore, when Saul saw that he behaved himself very wisely.
When Saul saw that he gonna continue to be a brother to you, even though you hate me, read.
He was afraid of him.
He was what?
He was afraid of him.
Why you think he say kill him with kindness? Trust me, somebody has already got your back in this fight.
That's right.
Somebody gonna make sure you well off as long as you doing what you need to do, as long as you being that brother, as long as you showing that love, as long as you showing that charity, as long as you being that brother, being that sister, walking in the light, bro, you good. Everything that you got going on, bro, is gonna be made easy for you and you're gonna be rewarded openly. Because regardless of how much somebody try to turn your spirit, regardless of how much somebody have ill will towards you, regardless of how much negativity is pointed towards you, you still gonna let your light so shine before the world.
That's right.
And that's what you need, bro. That's what we need in Israel, bro. We need more brothers and sisters, man, standing up, bro. Letting their light shine, being that brother, being that sister, man, really showing that love. Really following after the power. Really taking hold and taking heed of the example of Christ. Finish it out, bro.
But all Israel and Judah loved David.
Bro, all Israel and all Judah loved David. Read.
Because he went out and came in before him.
Because he was a man of the Lord. after his own heart, after his own mind. And that's what drew Johnathan to him. But let's get more on it. Give me Philippians 2 and 1. Book of Philippians chapter 2 and verse 1. Read that, bro, when you get there.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 1.
Read.
If there be, therefore, any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love,
If any comfort of love, read.
if any fellowship of the Spirit,
If any fellowship of the Spirit, being of like mind, read.
if any vows and mercy, fulfill ye my joy.
He said, do what?
Fulfill ye my joy.
That's following after Christ, bro. That's being there, bro. I give you the shirt off my back. I give you the place to stay. I give you what you need, man, to survive. What you need to be comfortable in this situation. Read.
That ye be like-minded, having the same love.
That you be what?
Like-minded, having the same love.
But see, that's what Johnathan said, right? He said, my soul and David's soul, whether are knit together, right? Read.
Being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Bro, that's friendship, bro. That's that brotherhood. That's putting the cares of the people, the problems of the people, of your brother or your sister before yours. Especially when yours are very minor and minuscule. But see, that's a trait that's very few and far between in Israel.
That's right.
If a brother say that's my bro, that's my brother, I'm a ride or die, man, one body, nobody, or whatever. It be gone as soon as trouble comes.
Bring it out.
Soon as a situation pops. Soon as something bad happen or somebody get in your ears so they see the discord. Been rocking 6 months, 8 months, a year. You could have easily had a simple conversation with that bro, simple conversation with their sister. It really got to the bottom. But see, instead of bringing the situation to the sister, to the brother, or making this things known and bringing it out, you turn tail and dip. Or you become a mix. False accusations, false witnesses, spreading more defiled bread, or acting like I don't want to use the word, but acting like a Negro, bro.
Bring it out.
Acting like a black man. Instead of acting like an Israelite. Acting like a man or a woman of God. Following that example. That ain't no real brother. That ain't no real friendship. That ain't no real sisterhood. Let's go back. 1 Samuel 19 and 1. You get there what you do. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 19 and verse 1. And Saul spake to Johnathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David.
Hold on. So Saul spake to Johnathan, his son, and to his servants that they should what?
They should kill David.
Well, keep in mind again, right? Johnathan is the son of Saul, but yet Johnathan made a covenant with David. His soul and my soul are the same. I love this brew like I love myself. Read.
But Johnathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David.
He said what?
Delighted much in
He
David.
loved his neighbor as he loved himself. Read.
And Johnathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeketh to kill
Bro,
you.
that's a brew, bro. That's a brew, bro. Bump what my daddy talking about, bro. Pops on that BS right now. He tripping.
Bring it out.
Bro, let me make sure you good. See, that's love, bro. That lets you know who your real family is. That lets you know who really riding for you. Bro, my pop wants you dead, bro, but you good. I love you like I love myself, bro.
That's right.
You a rider, bro. The light shineth upon you as it shineth upon me. I'm not about to let you fall to no darkness. Who really trying to be like that? Who really 100 with their brothers and sisters? Who really giving them the game? Who really letting them know what's real, bro? Who doing that? Who out here got the spirit of Johnathan, bro?
Bring it out.
That's a friend, bro. That's a brother. Couldn't be no closer even with blood. Read.
Now therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself unto the morning, and abide in a secret place, and hide thyself.
Bro, he's saying, hey, bro, Pop's trying to kill you, bro. Go ahead and dip out. Wait it out. Because if not, bro, something bad is waiting on you. Read.
And I will go out and stand beside my father.
So you see, now once you dip, bro, I'm gonna go out there, bro. I'm gonna talk to Pops. I'm gonna try to put a bug in his ear, let him know, hey, bro, David good, bro. You tripping, Pops. He ain't even need to go down like that. What has David did to you, bro, for you to even want him dead? Read.
And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee, and what I see, that I will tell thee.
He said, when I talk to him, bro, I'm gonna let you know how it goes. I'm gonna let you know what he say. I'm gonna let you know how he move, bro. Because I love you like I love myself. I want you to be good. Give me Proverbs 18 and 24. Let me get that with you. Proverbs 18, verse 24. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 24. A man that hath friends must shew himself friendly.
Must what?
Shew himself friendly.
Read.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
They say do what?
There is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
So you tell me, bro, how was Johnathan operate?
Bring it out.
You tell me, was he not being that friend? You tell me, was he not being that brother? Bro, couldn't be no closer even with blood. Bro, somebody seeketh your life, and you know who it is? Oh, bro, we riding. I be damn, bro. Somebody tell me, hey, bro, I need to box with any one of my brothers. You gotta see me first.
Bring it out.
I be damn, bro. You got a problem with any one of my kinfolk, bro. You gotta see me first. But who really like that, though? Who really riding, bro? Who really standing up against the workers of iniquity, bro? Who really riding for the power, bro? Who really taking heed, bro? We're so many years behind, bro. So many years behind, and we continuing to add on to that gap. The more and more we don't love our brothers and sisters. The more and more we continue to add and hate. The more and more we want to continue to love and live in the darkness. Time to take on the yoke of Christ, bro. What you think he would have did in that situation? Would he let Saul just go ahead and off him? Or would he be that mediator, bro? Be like, hey, nah, this ain't how it's gonna rock. First of all, he in the light. Second of all, you in the darkness.
Bring it out.
Who you think I'm gonna let survive? Let's go back. 1 Samuel 19 and verse 3.
Verse 7, chapter 19 and verse 3. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee, and what I see, that I will tell thee. And Johnathan spake good of David.
He did what?
Spake good of David.
Say, Pop, man, I don't know what you tripping on, bro. David ain't did nothing. We see what he did, bro. He made sure we was good. Mighty man of war, bro. Made sure that nobody trespassed Israel. Nobody come past Israel, excuse me. Read.
Unto Saul his father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant.
Bro, he said, let not the king sin against his servant, bro. You are ruling over the people. You're supposed to be guiding the sheep. You a king, bro. He said, why even put yourself in that situation, bro? He ain't even did nothing. Read.
Against David, because he had not sinned against thee.
Because he what?
Had not sinned against thee.
He said, bro, why is you tripping on this man and he ain't did nothing to you? Why are you trying to offer? Why are you trying to put him to sleep? Read.
And because his works have been to thee word very good.
He say, even his works, bro, were good towards you. Read.
For he did put his life in his hand.
He did what?
Put his life in his hand.
He say he put his life in the hands. Read.
And slew the Philistine And the Lord wrought a great salvation for all Israel.
Bro, he said he put himself in a position, bro, where he could have lost it. But because he was with the power, bro, he was well favored. He made it well for all of us. He made it so you can still be king. He made it so we can even sit here in this field and have this conversation. Read.
Thou sawest it, and didst rejoice.
He said, you even saw it, bro, and you rejoiced. Read.
Wherefore, then wilt thou sin against innocent blood?
He said, man, even after all of that, you still gonna put this head, you gonna put this mark on this man's head? You still gonna put this money on this man's head, bro? Even after all of that.
Bring it up.
After he laid down his life, put his life on the line for yours and everybody else's. You gonna do him like that? You gonna shed that innocent blood, Pop? Read.
To slay David without a cause.
He say to take him out without a cause, bro. You put money on this man's head for what? For what? You want me and the rest of the servants to go take him out? For what? Read.
And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Johnathan.
Bro, what partner you know gonna talk? What partner you know gonna do that for you? Get in the jam, bro, and get you out the jam. You didn't even know you was in the jam to begin with.
Bring it out.
Bro, who was really taking on this spirit, bro? Who had really operating like Johnathan, bro? Who really trying to be like Johnathan, bro? Because Johnathan was moving like Christ. That's love. Bro, somebody seeking to kill you and you did no wrong. Somebody seeking harm against you and you did no wrong. Let alone you didn't save this man and everybody else's life.
Bring it out.
Off of your actions. You didn't even made it to where he even had the opportunity to think this backside. I mean, this backwards. The audacity, bro. But see, this is how Israel operates. You can shower them with love, shower them with everything. At the end of the day, if a brew ain't a brew, if a sister ain't a sister, those true flags is gonna show. Regardless of how much you didn't help, how much you didn't did, that don't mean a damn thing at the end of the day.
Bring it out.
To a spirit like Saul. Brother man, save the kingdom. That don't mean nothing. You slayed more than I did. I don't like you. More people is talking about your accolades than me. I don't like it. Bro, you a king, bro. You should be worried about how to make sure we make it through the winter without food source. You should be worried about making sure that the people are following in line with the laws established by the power. You should be focused on that. Let's see. Again, Israel want to take on that same spirit of Saul, that same spirit of Cain, bro. Read.
And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Johnathan, and Saul sware, as the Lord liveth, he shall not be slain. And Johnathan called David, and Johnathan shew him all those things. And Johnathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence, as in times past.
Read.
And there was war again. And David went out and fought with the Philistines, and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled from him.
Read.
And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul.
So Johnathan, man, chopped it up with Saul. Was like, hey, bro, you tripping, bro. You ain't even got to move that way. Saul was like, you know what? I'm tripping. We ain't even going to go that route.
Bring it out.
But then again, situation transpired. David did what David's supposed to do. Now I don't like you again. You see how easy, bro, it is for that spirit, bro, to jump on you. Somebody that's supposed to be your brother. Somebody that's supposed to be your friend, bro. Your mentor, your guide, or somebody's supposed to be for you. Turn on you just like that. This is what we battling with in the truth, bro. With the fringes on. With the dress on, the head wrap, the mitre, whatever. Read verse 9 again, bro.
And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand. And David played with his hand. And Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with the javelin. But he slipped away out of Saul's presence. And he smote the javelin into the wall. And David fled and escaped that night.
So, bro, he was still out for this man life, bro, and the power was still making it frame and shake, bro. Give me Psalms 28 and 7. Read it when you get there, bro. Psalms 28 and verse 7.
Psalms chapter 28 and verse 7. The Lord is my strength.
The what?
The Lord is my strength.
Read.
And my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore, my heart greatly rejoices, and with my song will I praise him. The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving strength of his anointed.
He is what?
The saving strength of his anointed.
Bro, when you in the light, bro, you ain't got to worry about nothing. First of all, David had a rider, bro, gave him the information, let him know what's what, let him know, hey, bro, Pop's tripping. Not only that, bro, the power made sure that your life is well taken care of.
That's right.
Again, David dealt wisely. David was a brute. So much so that the power decided to put him over the people. Let's go back. Give me Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Read.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
He said, do what?
Prove him first.
So what you think, man? Was Johnathan a real friend? Read.
And be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Hold up, man. Well, not what?
Abide in the day of thy trouble.
So in the day of the trouble of David, Johnathan went out there and finessed Saul, bro. Hey, put the butt. Hey, bro, you tripping, Pop? Hey, bro, David good, bro. He good people, bro. That's my brother from another mother. Read.
And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Bro, how many of us know a person, know somebody that was in our circle to the point where we made our circle smaller because of how that person moved, bro? Even in the truth, with the friends, man. We still got those same spirits. Sit at the table for their own occasion. Read.
But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee.
Tell me what?
If thou be brought low, he will be against thee.
Read.
And will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
Bro, you know wiser words have been spoken, bro. Read.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Hey, what?
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
So what you think Johnathan was for David?
Bring it out.
A strong defense. Brother had inside information. Hey, bro, Pop's got a hit on your head, man. He trying to knock you off. Go on and duck off right quick. Let me go holler at him. Let me see what's what. Let me see if I can talk some sense into this man. He said, what?
A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure.
Hath what?
Found a treasure.
Bro, who out here trying to find a treasure, bro? Who out here really trying to be that bro? Really trying to be that sister, man? Really trying to be that blessing in somebody's life, bro? That's the type of positivity you want. That's the type of spirit you want to be around. That's the type of energy you want to be around. But everybody that say that they your friend ain't your friend.
That's right.
Again, bro, he say take heed. Take heed. Read.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
He said nothing counters a faithful friend. Read.
And his excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life.
Hold on. Give me Give me 1 John 2 and 3. Got a little ahead of myself. Give me 1 John 2 and 3. We coming back. Hold your precept. 1 John 2 and 3.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
Is that what?
Is a liar.
Is that what?
Is a liar.
This is how, bro. This is how Israel moved, man. This is how Israel moved. Again, you got examples like Saul, bro, calling himself a man of the Lord, bro. But he ain't moving in the same fashion. He ain't doing what needs to be done, bro. He say, we're not supposed to hate our brothers, hate our sisters. It's murder. But yet we claim that we know him. We claim that we know him. But yet we operate in the opposite. Our actions show that we in the darkness.
That's right.
Read.
And the truth is not in him. But whosoever keepeth his word, in him, verily, is the love of God perfect.
He say in him is what?
The love of God perfect.
So he say, man, he that keep, verily, keepeth his word, bro. Verily, is that love, bro. Perfected. Read.
Hereby know we that we are in him. He that saith he abide in him, ought himself also to walk, even as he walked.
So this is why you see how Johnathan and David move. They're following that example, bro. They're taking heed, bro. David dealt wisely. Johnathan, David's soul was knit, bro. 2 peas in a pot.
That's right.
Brother from another mother. Now let's go back to Rock, chapter 6. Let's start it back at verse 11, dude.
Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 11. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servant.
So that's what somebody that say that he know ain't operating nowhere near in the light. Read.
If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure.
Well off. Read.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellence is invaluable.
He say his what?
His excellence is invaluable.
He say his excellence is invaluable, bro. You can't measure it. Can't measure it, bro. Read.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
Bro, David, Jonathan. And we're going to touch more on David and Jonathan. We're going to get more in depth in part 2. Give me John 15 and 12 and we out. St. John chapter 15 and verse 12.
St. John chapter 15 and verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Hey man, this is what we should be moving. This is the type of spirit we should have. This is how we should be operating in this truth. So when you call somebody your brother, when you call somebody your friend, your action got to line up with that.
That's right.
Your spirit got to really be in that. Because if not, your true colors is going to be laid to burn. You're really going to be shown to be the snake that you is. You're really going to be shown to be the darkness that you is. You're really going to be shown to be that devil that you are. So again, man, guard your spirit. Everybody that say that they your friend ain't necessarily your friend.
That's right.
Watch their actions. Watch how they move. Watch how they talk. Watch how they interact. That's why the power say have eyes to see and ears to hear. And on that we say shalom.